Hi, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about what is the benefit during the sleep with empty stomach. So, without eating, like a fasting. So, when you are going to the fasting, you should extend the fasting. So, what is the reason of that, and what is the benefit? In this video, we will understand about that. Number one thing is that when you will not eat, your insulin level will not spike. So insulin level will not spike more. So in this way, your blood glucose level will maintain automatically. When the glucose required, the glucagon will produce. Glucagon will release from the pancreas, the alpha cell. But in this way, you can see that basically you will automatically again and again exercise of the fasting during the sleep. You will adopt, and you will trigger more sleep. So in this way, when you will go to the sleep, so remember during the sleep time, your parasympathetic nervous system activation, and when insulin will maintain automatically, insulin when drop, so the glucose level will not drop. Remember that thing, because insulin is very important for the dropping of the glucose, and again you will require the food due to the hunger pang and other requirement of the glucose, and the desire of the glucose, the desire of the food for eating. So in this way, when you will not eating, so your stomach will empty, your digestive system will empty, and in this way, remember, our body will go with the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest during the sleep time. But in this way, the cell division will occur, and the cell division require the lipids, cell division require the glucose, cell division require the other type of cholesterol, other type of minerals, vitamins. So in this way, the mineral and vitamin will work efficiently. If the before the empty stomach, you should eat healthier diet. You can contain a lot of protein and a lot of fat, and in this way that fat will be used in that time. So in this way, when you will go with the empty stomach and you sleep, so your regeneration and repairing recovery of your tissue, your bones will be possible, because our body will not focus on the stomach, will not focus on the digestion, but will focus with the relax and digest part. Intracellular digestion will occur. In this way, the cell will focus on the intracellular itself. Cell will get the time for chance to repair itself. In this way, the cancer progression inhibition, number one thing is that. On the other hand, the lipids, whenever you will sleep, so your growth hormone will increase, even the testosterone will also increase. In this way, the testosterone and growth hormone, basically growth hormone will trigger the lipolysis. Your adipose tissue will break, your adipose tissue will break down of your adipose tissue is known as lipolysis. In this way, the adipose tissue will break, the adipocyte will release due to the hormone sensitive lipase enzyme activation, due to the growth hormone activation. In this way, the growth hormone required the lipids, so the lipids breakdown will produce free fatty acid, cholesterol and the glycerol, and that glycerol and free fatty acid and other type of the nutrients, other type of the fat will use for the cell division, because the plasma membrane made up of lipid mostly. So remember that things, and cholesterol also. In this way, basically you can repair and regenerate, your muscle will grow. In this way, your lipids will go into the liver, and the gluconeogenesis through a fatty acid and lipids, low density lipoprotein will produce more glucose. Later on, it will produce the beta hydroxybutyrate, which that is important ketone body, and this ketone body is used for the efficient work in your brain. So remember that thing, the water requirement is too much, because the extra ketones should be excrete from your urinary system, because a lot more keto acid will lead to cause the kidney stone and other problems, and basically is lead to ketoacidosis problem can be occur. So the water is requirement. So you can sleep and take water, but moderation is important. In this way, when you will sleep, so in this way your bones repair, your muscle repair, your digestive system improve, your enzyme of your digestive system will improve, your salivation improve, your teeth improve, because you are taking the time for the recovery. Your all body, your skin will improve, and your mineral and vitamin will work efficiently rather than the working abnormally when you will eat and sleep. So your body will work on digestion. I know about that. The digestive system required the parasympathetic nervous system rather than the sympathetic nervous system. So the parasympathetic nervous system during the sleep, obviously, but the 100% chance is to recovery more as compared to the eating time and filling of the digestive system with the food when you will sleep. So the chances of the benefit will decrease. So in this way the recovery will fast, and in this way your all disease, autoimmune disorder, inflammation, all things will decrease, because if you will think about on the cellular level, so the mTOR pathway will inhibit, and the AMPK pathway will trigger, which that also part of the cell survival, but the mTOR pathway, due to the energy nutrient rich condition, trigger the mTOR pathway, which that is the part of the cancer. So the mTOR C1 and 2 gene activation to produce the mTOR pathway after the translation. So that's problem will lead to cause cancer. So the inhibition of the cancer is important. Some people says that a lot more complication can occur, but if you are not proper working on the sleep, you are not proper working, like you are not taking water and you are not thinking about that, you should basically don't eat before the sleeping, basically 4 hours to 5 hours, and in this way you can sleep easily. And during the fasting time you should work hard, but when you go into the home after the gym or exercise place, so in this way you should don't eat, and then when you will again awake, so you should eat the protein diet. In this way you will boost the testosterone, because your lipids are already present in your body, and you should eat the fatty food like omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acid, and the unsaturated fatty acid, which that will lead to trigger the testosterone production. In this way your body will strong. In the case of female, the estrogen is important, so the same mechanism, don't confuse about that for the female estrogen. So important thing you should need to understand, the sleep. During the sleep time, your body will recover, so you should give the chance to more recovery through less working in your body, like digestive system will free to work, and then your intracellular correction, the DNA correction, epigenetic mutation, epigenetic mutation inhibition, and the disease progression, inflammation, and the other inflammation, as well as the depression and anxiety, because the depression and anxiety also link with the overeating, and obesity will lead to cause basically will lead to cause the problem in this way, basically cause many problem in this way. Basically, on the other hand, remember that thing, when you will sleep with the empty stomach, your glucose level will be maintained, your ketone body produce, your lipolysis will occur, adipocyte will decrease, and adipose tissue ultimately decrease. But remember that important thing is about the diabetes. If you are diabetic, so that should be controlled with the passage of time again and again slightly. But for non-diabetic person, the chances of the diabetes will less because the insulin will drop, and in this way the more repairing of the receptor, more glut channel production. Whenever you will eat protein and glucose or other thing, it will consume efficiently. That is important thing you should need to understand. So in this way, the diabetic person, if you are, so I am just talking about the healthy person, because if you are a diabetic, so maybe you should consume the sugar whenever you will decrease the glucose level. But ultimately glucose level will increase due to the lipolysis as well as gluconeogenesis and the glycogenolysis, even through glucagon production and epinephrine. So in this way, the sympathetic nervous system ultimately down regulation, and in this way basically the parasympathetic nervous system increase because the sleep require the parasympathetic nervous system activation, and in this way you will decrease the fight and flight response. After when you will awake, so you should eat the food, healthy food, and go to the working, go to your job and go for exercise. In this way you are even consuming the energy, you are losing your fats, and you are basically burning the calories with the burning of the calorie through stomach during the digestion. So in this way you will completely lose your obesity, because it is important thing you should need to understand. Basically when you will sleep, so the glucose level drop, and in this the lipolysis will occur. That is important thing you should need to understand. Basically it is, I am giving with the concept why sleep will decrease the obesity, decrease the diabetes, inflammation, and other autoimmune disorder, because your body will work on the intracellular level rather than the digestion working. That is important things. So I hope you make sense about that. Sleep without eating is too much healthier, and you can do that. If you have complication, you should drink water, because if you will drink less water, so you can cause the ketoacidosis. If you drink more water, so you can lose the mineral and vitamin through urination, through excretion. So that is problem which that will lead to cause complication, otherwise no any complication. So see in the next video. For this time, bye. I am also making the handwritten tutorial about the biomedical science. You can watch that. If you like that, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. See in the next video. For this time, bye. Allah Hafiz.